Happy Children's Day. Get ready with me while I talk to you about the revelation that God gave me about how I'm no longer a child. Especially because now I am a woman of faith. I do this thing where I'm like, God, can you lead me to a word? And I open my Bible. And so yesterday, he led me to 1 Corinthians 13, 14, 15. I read 3 chapters when I do that. And in particular, 1 Corinthians 13, 11, which I think is no small sign because my birthday is 13th of November. So 13, 11 is like God shouting at me, basically. Says, you know, when I was a child, I thought like a child, I spoke like a child. But now I have grown up, I have put away childish things. I'm paraphrasing. Read your Bible.
Farmwork.
Babe!
Farmwork, baby.
Okay. Yeah, I'm meant to be going out. I'm always waiting for my husband. But that's part of maturing in the faith. Waiting. Patient endurance. Even waiting for Jesus to come back is part of the maturity. Anyway, so long story short, you know, I was meditating on that word, and then today on my channel, I'm also sharing about the end of Hebrews 11 from verse 35 to 40, and it talks about the hard part of faith, you know, those who have to endure torture and death and ridicule, and those who, you know, had to hide, and those who just didn't receive what God had promised them because they couldn't reach perfection without him. And it just made me realize this is the other side of faith that we rarely talk about. This is the mature side of faith. The part of faith that helps you see and understand that this journey is not a walk in the park. There are hard parts. Sometimes your prayers aren't answered. Sometimes your loved ones are taken away from you. Bad things happen to people of faith. But a real mature believer falls down 7 times and gets back up 8. Like, do you deep what David was saying in Psalm 23? Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Like, which child is walking through the valley of the shadow of death? Not me, I'm running if I'm a child. But a mature believer knows you gotta walk through it.